Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to Affairscloud, Learn to Lead. My name is Vikas Rana. So students, we have an app by the name Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store for Android phones. Once you have downloaded and logged in with your Gmail ID, you will be transferred to your home page where you can see all the courses that are offered by us. Once you have purchased the course, you can see your courses in the My Course section. But why our courses are so better? Why we think we provide you one of the best content? Because we provide you content on daily basis. In the daily basis, we provide you current affairs with 20 questions quiz as well as the PDF of the current affairs of daily. Then similarly for weekly, on weekly basis we provide you current affairs PDF as well as a 50 questions quiz that will help you to revise all the content that you have learned. Then on monthly basis also we provide you top 100 current affair questions PDF that will be the compiled PDF of the 100 questions of that particular month that will be very helpful for you. And not just this friends, we provide you in English as well as in Hindi too. So both English and Hindi students can enjoy our courses. Apart from this friends, we also provide you banking related question answers, the banking related MCQ questions, the quizzes that will help you prepare for the bank exams. Not just that friends, we provide you a new way of learning, that is your infotainment infographics. That is a different and interesting way of learning. Apart from this, we cover 20 topic wise current affairs. These topics are important such as apps, portals, important days, books and authors days, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense, all these topics, these are highly important and questions from these particular topics are asked. Also we cover state-wise current affairs also that will help you to prepare for your state exams. Also friends, as I told you, if you use the code Vikas10, you will be given extra 10% discount on the purchase you make. If you have any problem regarding login and your application, then you can contact us on support@of Affairscloud.com. This is our email ID and you can contact us on our mobile phone, that is 9677333386. Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 27th of October. The session will be very important, so stay tuned till the end. Also friends, yesterday I gave you some homework questions. Here are all the correct answers of yesterday's questions and Nandan has provided all the right answers. So congratulations and best of luck for your future, Nandan. Let's start with the news. The first news of today that we are discussing is that recently Center to use the technology for crop insurance scheme from 2023 to make timely settlements. I repeat, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare has set up following two committees that will reduce the delay in the crop loss or damage estimation, and it will provide also ensure that they have timely settlement of the claim of the farmers for the insurances. I repeat, the two committees will be set up by which organization for crop insurance scheme? It will be by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, and what these two committee will do is they will reduce the delay in the crop loss or damage estimation and will ensure the timely settlement of the claims by the farmers with the insurance commissions. The Committee for Nationwide Implementation of Technology Based Crop Yield Estimation and Committee for Standardization and Improvement of Weather and Data Infrastructure. That means based on these two only, they will be able to predict in future that there will be a crop loss or not. Say for example, in India and Pakistan, there was a huge heat wave due to which the food crops were damaged recently during the last quarter. So we will be able to predict with the help of this weather infrastructure that we can forecast it that will there be a heat wave or not, and if there will be a heat wave, in which area it will be affecting severely, and in that area we can go for precautionary measures. All right, highly important, remember. So two committee will be set up for the timely disbursement of the claims by the farmers for their crop insurance, and these will be set up by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Next news is about green energy. We are talking about hydrogen, and I have told you that there is green hydrogen, that is the cleanest hydrogen we are talking about, and it does not release any carbon amount into the atmosphere when we are burning this. The other hydrogens are red hydrogen, blue hydrogen, yellow hydrogen, orange hydrogen. But you need to remember these hydrogens release carbon while burning. Also, the first pure pure green hydrogen making plant was set up in Jorhat, Assam. Alright, now the news is that India will be exporting this green energy to Singapore from 2025, and for this, Greenco and Keppel has signed a hydrogen memorandum of understanding. Alright, I repeat, Keppel and Greenco, they have recently signed a memorandum of understanding to explore or jointly explore the green ammonia and renewable energy prospects in order to meet the growing demand for the low carbon energy in Singapore, India, and globally. All right, so basically, remember by the year 2025, India will be exporting green hydrogen or green energy to Singapore by the year 2025, and for this, two MOUs has been signed between two organizations. Between a single MOU has been signed between two organizations. They are Greenco and Keppel. All right, highly important. Here 2025 means that the first shipment for these green energy will be launching or will be sent from India to Singapore will be in 2025. Also remember, Government of India intends to allocate around 6,000 crore rupees each for the production linked incentive schemes for electrolyzers and green hydrogen from 20,000 crore rupees green hydrogen mission. All right, highly important friends, take a note of it. Then if we are talking about Greenco, Greenco is a company whose founder and chief executive director and managing director will be Anil Kumar. I repeat, the founder, chief executive officer and managing director will be Anil Kumar. All right, and when was this Greenco established? It was established in 2006, and where is the headquarter? It is in Hyderabad, Telangana. Next news. Next, we are talking about Indian Navy's Drone Federation has joined hand to promote the indigenous drone technology. I repeat, DFI. This is your Drone Federation India. So, Indian Navy and Drone Federation India. These two organizations came together, and what they together will be working on is to promote the development, manufacturing, and testing of drones in India only. That means we know that we have banned the import of drones from different countries, and only the drones can be imported for the research purposes. So now we want to make India a country where we are only developing our drones, we are manufacturing them, we are testing our drones. All right, and for that, if you remember, we have discussed multiple current affairs related to drone. That where was the first drone mela? It was in Gwalior. Then where was the biggest drone mela held? It was held in New Delhi, and it was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Then remember, if we talk about drone only, Varuna was a drone that was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and it can carry up to a single person. Then similarly, the first state to use drone in their healthcare sector, Uttarakhand, and the first state to adopt the drone policy, it was your Himachal Pradesh. So now remember, the Technology Development and Acceleration Cell TDAC of NIIO under the Indian Navy has partnered with Drone Federation of India. So basically we can say it was your Indian Navy that has partnered with Drone Federation of India to promote the development, manufacturing and testing of a drone in India only. Alright, as a part of this partnership, what will happen is that we will be able to make drones according to Make in India initiative. Alright, they will be indigenously developed, and they will also help us to boost our power in the various forces. All right, highly important. Next is DGCA, that is your Director General of Civil Aviation has granted the aerodrome license to Jaipur Airport in Odisha. Highly important. Remember, DCG has granted the aerodrome license to the Jaipur Airport, and where is this Jaipur Airport located? It is in Odisha. Alright, this while providing them with this license, now the Jaipur Airport will be able to carry out commercial flight operations under the Regional Connectivity Scheme UDAN or Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. And what was this Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme? It was basically to provide cheap air travel to Indian citizens when they want to travel between India only. That means if they want to travel from one location in India to another location in India only, to provide them with cheap air travel tickets. This was your UDAN scheme, that is Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. All right, highly important. Also remember, Jaipur became the first state-owned airport to get the license here from DGCA, that is your Director General of Civil Aviation. Next is Sir David Attenborough has been named as the recipient of the Champion of the Earth Lifetime Achievements Award for 2021 by UNEP. All right, and where is the headquarter of United Nations Environment Program? Nairobi, Kenya. And these are the previous month's current affair. All right, so important for revision perspective. Then Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has received the John F. Kennedy Profile in Courage Award for 2022. National Mineral Development Corporation Limited conferred with the Public Relations Award for 2022 by Public Relations Society of India. Kishore Kumar Das of Bangladesh has won the UK's Commonwealth Point of Light Award, important, and Meghalaya's e-proposal system has won the prestigious United Nations Award, that is World Summit on the Information Society Forum Prize for 2022. Max Verstappen, who drives for Red Bull, Elena Thompson Hera has been named as the Laureus Sportsman and Sportswoman of the Year. So, who will be the Laureus Sportsman of the Year? Max Verstappen and Elena Thompson will be named as the Laureus Sportswoman of the Year award for 2022. Then remember, we will be discussing in today's video about the co-founder of Red Bull who recently passed away. Next we are talking about WHO FPPL, that is WHO's fungal priority pathogens list. This is basically a list that has been released by WHO, that is the first global initiative to systematically prioritize the fungal pathogens based on research and development. The aim here is to focus and promote the more research and policy measures to boost the global response to fungal infections and antifungal resistance. This particular fungal will be divided into three categories, and these are critical, high, and medium priority. Alright, also remember, the fungal pathogens in each category are ranked mostly based on their public health impact of emerging antifungal risk reduction. Alright, that means how they are resistant to a particular antifungal disease. Also remember, fungal pathogens are a clear threat to public health since they are becoming more widespread and resistant to treatment. Then if we talk about WHO, remember who will be the Director General here? Tedros Ghebreyesus. Where is the headquarter of WHO? That is the World Health Organization, Geneva, Switzerland. And WHO is the organization that will be setting up Global Center for Traditional Medicines in Jamnagar, Gujarat. Moving on, what is this WHO FPPL that we discussed? That is the first global initiative to systematically prioritize the fungal pathogens based on the unmet research and development. And remember, WHO has released this WHO fungal priority pathogens list, that is WHO FPPL. Alright, and it is the first ever list of fungal priority pathogens, a catalog of 19 fungi that possesses great threat to harm the public health. This report is based on the research conducted by the University of Sydney in Australia. Next is Cognizant. Cognizant has collaborated with Qualcomm to launch the 5th generation Experience Center for Digital Transformation. That is 5G Experience Center for Digital Transformation has been launched by two organizations, that is Cognizant. Cognizant has collaborated with Qualcomm. Alright, first of all, remember this is important. Then remember, what is Cognizant? It is an IT service firm that has recently tied up with Qualcomm to set up a 5G Experience Center where various next generation solutions will be provided using the 5G networks, and it will be using 5th generation Internet of Things, cloud, data analytics, and various other upcoming technologies or the latest technologies will be embedded here in this particular experience center that will be provided with which two organizations? They are Cognizant and Qualcomm Technologies. Highly important, take a note of this. Alright, it will basically focus on the use cases in manufacturing and supply chain management. Next, Tata Steel Netherlands has signed an MOU with Ford to sell the green steel. I repeat, Tata Steel Netherlands has signed a memorandum of understanding with Ford in Europe to supply the car maker with Zerimis green steel. Tata plans to start producing the green steel or steel made without using fossil fuels in 2030 at its plants in Netherlands. All right, highly important. This question can be asked that to Ford, which organization will be providing green steel? It will be Tata Steel Netherlands. And basically, what is green steel? Green steel is the steel that has been developed without using fossil fuels. Also, it will enable Ford to reach its 2035 carbon neutrality target. Highly important, take a note of it. All right. Next, India. India got elected in the four United Nations ECOSOC bodies, that is the UN Economic and Social Council bodies. Mark this, take a note of it. Then 20th India France joint staff talks were held in Paris, and we know in Paris, France, there is the headquarter of UNESCO. Then fourth US India 2 plus 2 ministerial dialogue was held in Washington DC, and Washington DC has the headquarter of IMF, that is your International Monetary Fund, and World Bank. World Bank has slashed down the global growth rate for forecast for the year 2022 to 2023, that is for the fiscal year 2023, to 3.2%, that was earlier 4%. Can you tell me the updated version of this? All right, this will be your homework. Next, India signed an MOU with Finland to establish virtual network centers on quantum computing. Important. And we know in the field of quantum computing only, that is in the quantum entanglement, recently Nobel Prize were given for the year 2022 in the field of physics. Then India signed 7 MOUs with Maldives under India Grant Assistance Scheme to implement high impact community development projects. Next, NISA, that is your National Industrial Security Academy, has won the Union HM's trophy for Best Police Training Institutions for 2021. I repeat, NISA has won the Union HM's trophy for Best Police Training Institutions in for year 2020 to 2021. All right, this NISA, that is your National Industrial Security Academy, it is a Hyderabad, Telangana based company that has recently won the HM, that is your Union Home Minister's trophy for Best Police Training Institutions for 2021. Highly important, friends, this question can be asked that Union Home Minister's trophy for Best Police Training Institution was won by Hyderabad, Telangana based institute, that was National Industrial Security Academy. Important question, but direct question. Next, we know Liz Truss has resigned, who was the Prime Minister of UK, has resigned from her post, and now Indian origin Rishi Sunak has been appointed as the new Prime Minister of British by King Charles. Highly important news, friends. Just take a note of that. That Liz Truss was the shortest serving Prime Minister of UK, and she resigned after 44 days in power. Now, Rishi Sunak, he has become the youngest ever leader of the United Kingdom since the PM William Pitt, who was just 24 years of age when he took place as the PM. Also remember, UK is having their third Prime Minister in just 2 months. Earlier it was Boris Johnson who resigned in September month. Now in October she was Liz Truss who was resigned, and now Indian origin Rishi Sunak has become the new Prime Minister of United Kingdom. For the thing that you need to remember about this news is that youngest leader is Rishi Sunak, and Liz Truss has the shortest term as the Prime Minister of just 44 days. If we talk about Rishi Sunak, he is the former investment banker and hedge fund manager. He is married to British Indian fashion designer Akshita Murthy, who is the daughter of the Infosys founder N.R. Narayan Murthy ji. Alright, and remember, the couple have an estimated net worth of around $830 million, which is one of the richest legislatures in UK. Even it is saying that Rishi Sunak is even richer than King Charles, who has a net worth of around $360 million. Alright. And another important thing that you need to remember here is that Rishi Sunak has reappointed Suella Braverman as her Home Secretary of UK. We know that Suella Braverman has recently resigned from the ministry or from the government of Liz Truss, but now recently Rishi Sunak has appointed Suella Braverman back as the Home Secretary. Alright, so important news this also. Because Suella Braverman is also an Indian origin. Next is MCA, that is Ministry of Corporate Affairs, has appointed Dr. Sangeeta Verma, that is a member of the Competition Commission of India, as the acting chairperson of CCI with effect from 26th of October. I repeat, Ministry of Corporate Affairs has appointed, as you can see her in the picture, she is Dr. Sangeeta Verma. Alright, now she has been appointed as the chairperson of CCI, that is your chairperson of CCI. What is CCI? It is your Competition Commission of India. She has been appointed to this post for 3 months till the appointment of a regular chairperson. Alright. Now remember, Sangeeta Verma has appointment follows the resignation of the full-time chairperson Ashok Kumar Gupta ji. So he resigned from his post. Alright. Now, till the time our regular chairperson has been appointed, Dr. Sangeeta Verma will be acting as the chairperson of CCI. If we talk about Dr. Sangeeta Verma, she's a 1981 batch of Indian Economic Service and she's currently a member of the regulator CCI. She has joined CCI back in 2018. She has thorough experience over 3 decades in the government, that is of central as well as state, as an economist, administrator, regulator, and a policy maker. All right, highly important. Next is Indian Banks Association has re-elected PNB's AK Goyal as the chairperson. I repeat, Managing Committee of the Indian Bank Association has re-elected Atul Kumar Goyal, that is your AK Goyal, as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Punjab National Bank as its new chairman for the financial year 22 to 23. I repeat, Indian Bank Association has re-elected Atul Kumar Goyal, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Punjab National Bank, as the new chairman of the Indian Bank for the fiscal year 23. And remember, highly important question that you need to remember from these is that it was Indian Bank Association. First thing. Second, he has this organization or this association has reappointed whom? Punjab National Bank's AK Goyal, who is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Punjab National Bank, as the chairperson of IBA, that is your Indian Bank Association. Also remember, this managing committee of IBA has also elected 3 deputy chairpersons. But you need to remember the name of AK Goyal, Atul Kumar Goyal ji. Alright, here remember in 1992, Atul Kumar Goyal joined Indian Bank, that was formerly at that time known as the Allahabad Bank. Alright. Then if we talk about Indian Bank Association, who is the Chief Executive Officer? Sunil Mehta. Where is the head office of this Indian Bank Association? It is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. And when was this established? It was in 1946 that this was established. Next we are talking about Shefali Juneja ji. She has been elected as the chairperson of the United Nations Specialized Aviation Agency's Air Transport Committee. I repeat, this is Air Transport Committee, that is ATC. So remember, Shefali Juneja has been appointed as the chairperson of the United Nations Specialized Agency, that is ATC of ICAO. What is ICAO? It stands for International Civil Aviation Organization. So remember, Dr. Shefali Juneja was elected as the chairperson of ATC of the International Civil Aviation Organization. That is, she has been appointed as the chairperson of the Air Transport Committee of the International Civil Aviation Organization as a specialized agency of the United Nations. She became the first Indian to hold the position in 28 years of the chairperson of ATC, that is your chairperson of the Air Transport Committee of the ICAO. Alright, then remember, ATC is the standing committee of ICAO that was created by the Chicago Convention in 1944. If we talk about Dr. Shefali Juneja, she is the 1992 batch officer of the Indian Revenue Service and she was serving as India's representative in the Council of ICAO, Montreal, Canada for a period of 3 years, and now she has been appointed as the chairperson of the ATC committee of the ICAO. Highly important news, mark this, because she has been appointed as the first Indian in 28 years to hold this position at ICAO. Next, next is Nomura Singapore has sold the 1.52% stake in the CSB Bank, that is for worth 61 crore rupees. I repeat, Nomura Singapore, Nomura Singapore Limited, that is your NSL, has sold their 1.52% share in the private lender CSB Bank Limited, that was previously known as Catholic Syrian Bank Limited, and they have sold this for 61.31 crore rupees. All right, their 1.52% stake. According to this 5 point stake, remember this comes out to be around 26,39,673 shares. All right, and these amount for 1.52% of the share, and the amount for these share that was spent here was 61.31 crore. Next, here you can see the share amount on. All right, next we are talking about some sports. Remember, 17th edition of the Denmark Open 2022 was held recently, and China has secured 4 titles here. If we talk about this, remember it was the 17th edition. First thing that you need to remember of Denmark Open, here the prize money was around 7,50,000 US dollars. China has dominated this tournament by winning the mixed doubles, women singles, as well as men singles. So basically, as I told you, China has bagged the 4 titles here. So remember all the titles, be it mixed doubles, singles double, mixed doubles, women's double, or women singles or men singles, all these titles were won by China. All right, highly important. Then remember, if I ask you Thomas Cup is related to which sport? All right, Thomas Cup is also related to your badminton here only. All right, so remember that also. Next we are talking about chess. Magnus Carlsen, we know he is the #1 chess player. So recently he has won the Meltwater Championship. All right, I repeat, Meltwater Champions Chess 2 for 2022 was won by whom? Magnus Carlsen. You can see him in the picture. All right, highly important. And remember, this was his second consecutive title. This particular title, that is Meltwater Champions Chess 2 2022, it started on 19th February 2022 and it will last until 2020 November. All right, highly important. Move on. Next, we are talking about some obituary. So, Red Bull co-founder Dietrich Mateschitz has recently passed away. I repeat, Dietrich Mateschitz. As I told you that we will be discussing about the Red Bull's co-founder who recently passed away. As you can see, Dietrich Mateschitz has recently passed away, and he was the founder of the very famous energy drink, that is Red Bull of Austria. Also remember, he was born in 20th of May in 1944, and recently he passed away at the age of 78. And we know Red Bull is a very famous brand. Even Max Verstappen is the sponsored or is sponsored by Red Bull because it is a very famous energy drink. Next, we are talking about Disarmament Week. From 24th of October to 30th of October, we observe UN's Disarmament Week. This day is observed to promote the awareness about several disarmament issues and encourage to study and research on disarmament. Alright, highly important. Next is World Sustainability Day. It is observed on 26th of October. Also remember, this day is annually observed on the 4th Wednesday of the October. That is the 4th Wednesday of October, we observe the World Sustainability Day, and in 2022 it was on the 26th of October. Highly important. Next is Delhi's some state news. We have recently Delhi's state government, or you can say the Delhi's Lieutenant Governor, has launched a new property tax amnesty scheme, that is Smriddhi 2022-2023. Alright, who is the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi? Vinay Kumar Saxena. What is this basically scheme talking about? That is your Smriddhi scheme. It is a tax scheme, that is 1+5 or 1+6. 1+5 is basically for the residential properties and 1+6 is for non-residential properties. Under this scheme, if we talk about 1+5, here it is stated that a person is required to pay the principal amount of the property tax for the current fiscal year and for the past 5 years, that is 1 plus 5. That means for this current year as well as for the past 5 years, that is for 2022 to 2023, and for the past fiscal year, that is from 2017-18 to 2021 to 22. If they are paying this amount, after which they will be getting 100% interest and penalty on the outstanding tax amount shall be exempted, and all the previous dues prior to 2017-18 will be waived off. And here we are talking after 2004, that means from 2004 to 2017 all the taxes of house taxes will be paid off. Similarly, if we are talking about for non-residential properties, it is 1 plus 6. That means for the current year and for the past 6 years, if they are paying the tax, then after this 100% interest and penalty will be imposed on the outstanding amount, and no exemption will be provided before this. All right, highly important. So this scheme, that is Smriddhi scheme for 22-23, was launched by the, or if the name of state or union territories are, then Delhi, and if name of a person who launched it, it was by the Delhi's Lieutenant Governor Vinay Kumar Saxena ji. Next is Meghalaya has signed an agreement with NEEPCO to commission a hydropower plant, and where this will be set up, this will be benefiting Meghalaya. Direct question. So that's all for the day, friends. Now let's go for a quick revision. Recently, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare has set up committees for technology-based crop yield estimation and improvement of weather data infrastructure. Greenco and Keppel has signed an MOU, and for this, India will be exporting green energy to Singapore for by the year 2025. NIIO under Indian Navy and Drone Federation of India, DFI, that is Drone Federation of India, has partnered to promote indigenous drone technology. DGC has granted air dome license to Odisha's Jaipur airport. WHO has released the first ever WHO fungal priority pathogens list. Cognizant has collaborated with Qualcomm to launch the 5G Experience Center for Digital Transformation. Tata Steel Netherlands has signed an MOU with Ford to sell the green steel. Then NISA has won the Union Ministers or Union Home Ministers Trophy for Best Police Training Institute 2022-2021. Rishi Sunak has been sworn in as the new Prime Minister of UK, and he is an Indian origin Prime Minister, the first Indian origin Prime Minister of UK. Ministry of Corporate Affairs has appointed CCI member Sangeeta Verma as the acting chairperson of CCI for 3 months. Then Indian Bank Association has re-elected PNB's AK Goyal as the chairman. Shefali Juneja elected as the chairman of the UN Specialized Agency ATC, that is your air traffic control of the ACAO, alright, of ICAO. Then she became the first Indian to be appointed to this position after 28 years. Nomura Singapore has sold their 1.52% stake in the CSB bank that will be worth for 61.31 crore rupees. Then 17th edition of the Denmark Open 2022. In this, China has bagged all the 4 titles here. Magnus Carlsen has won the Meltwater Champion Chess Tour for the year 2022. Next, Red Bull co-founder has recently passed away. Disarmament Week will be observed from 24th to 30th of October. World Sustainability Day on 26th of October, and Delhi's Lieutenant Governor has launched the one-time property tax amnesty scheme Smriddhi. Meghalaya government has signed a MOA with NEEPCO for hydroelectric projects, and Jackson's Green to invest 22,400 crore rupees for green hydrogen projects in Rajasthan. So these are your some important current affairs. I hope you have taken a note of them, and now it's time for your homework. The first question is, Marthan Sun Temple, which was seen in the news recently, is located in which state? Which country has announced to launch a new joint international semiconductor research hub with Japan? Important. And what will be the India's semiconductor hub? Tell me that also. Manufacturing semiconductor hub. The Crafts Village scheme is an initiative of which union ministry? Fourth question, which racing driver has won the 2022 Hungarian Grand Prix title? Important. And for which company he drives for? Mark that also, write that also. Fifth, which state has signed an MOU with Niti Aayog for enhancement of the learning outcomes of students? So these are your 5 homework question, friends. If you have any doubt, just Google them. Alright, you will be able to get the all the answers. Read that particular title and you will get an insight of that particular information. So that's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.